Hey everybody, it's Allie, and this is part 2 of my YNR chat vlog for Sunday, December 5th. What in the world has happened to Nikki? I ask you, what is it? I mean, because my favorite Nikki was when she was taking charge of her life, you know? Running MVP, having her own career, her own interests, and telling Victor to go bleep himself, you know? I mean, that's how I liked her, a strong, independent woman. And now, she's just this sniveling wad of codependence. And that's it. Like, I don't know if it's just the alcoholism, but I don't think so. I feel like Nikki has been on a downward slope for at least a year. I mean, really since she came back, you know? She and Victor argued before he left town, and he basically tried to throw her out like a piece of trash, like he always does. Let's pretend like she's not the mother of your children, okay? Let's pretend like you haven't been with her for the last 20 years. He just kicks her to the curb like she doesn't mean anything to him. And, I mean, okay, I agree with Victor that Nikki needs to get her life together. I mean, she's not in a good place. She made a mistake that really did hurt him, but I hate how disrespectful that he was to her. I mean, he was so cold and so callous, and she just took it. You know, she just stood there and took it, and that's not the Nikki that I know. She has no backbone right now. It makes me sad. You know, I mean, comparing it to, like, Nick and Sharon, okay? I know that it's not the same situation, but it is actually very similar. It's this sort of hit and miss over the years kind of thing. Comparing it to Nick and Sharon, at least Sharon has the ability to stand up to Nick. You know, she is not afraid to put Nick in his place. I mean, she's able to argue. Nikki can't even make a basic argument with Victor. I mean, she just shrivels up and she's unable to defend herself. And I don't know if that's what Victor has done to her, but whatever it is, I mean, Nikki, I want you to get your legs back, girl. I love you, you know? And now she's sleeping with Deacon. I mean, this is not accidental, emotional, drunken sex anymore. She's sleeping with Deacon. She obviously finds him attractive. I mean, I could not believe that she let him stay all night at the house. I mean, that was shocking to me. I mean, and that, I think, says something about her state. I think she actually is starting to have some kind of feelings for him. I mean, obviously she didn't fight very hard for, you know, for Victor, and I mean, letting him stay all night, I don't know, what is she thinking? I am wondering, have Nikki and Victoria ever slept with the same guy before? Because I can't imagine sleeping with someone that your daughter has slept with. Has this ever happened before? Maybe somewhere in the history, but if there are any YNR historians out there, let me know. Have Nikki and Victoria ever slept with the same guy before? I'm curious to know. Because wait until Victoria finds out about all of this. I mean, it's a disaster on every level. It's a poor decision on every single level. And I used to like Deacon. I'm someone who used to like him a lot. I had high hopes for him when he came back into town, but now he just disgusts me. I hate to say it, but he looks bloated and he has boobs, okay? I'm sorry, but he has boobs. And sometimes I can see his nipples through his shirt. Gross. It's just gross. Like, YNR has some work to do here because they ruined Deacon for me, and now I demand that they either bring him back as a likable human being or just kick him off. I can't see it, but I can't look at him the way he is anymore. It's over it. Okay, I will admit that I had a brief moment of enjoying he and Nikki making out, but I really think that it was because it happened on the same day that Adam and Sharon had their sex fest, and so I was just in the mood. Yeah, so for some reason that kind of made me like Nikki and Deacon just a tiny little bit, but really I think that Adam and Sharon are just so hot that they make everything else on YNR seem hotter by osmosis. you guys, I'm finding myself really resisting this Daisy storyline, and I'm not sure why. I guess it's because I just realized that Daisy is bamboozling everyone in Genoa City in slow motion. You know, I actually like having Daisy around. I think she's a good character, kind of a replacement for Sheila, but the whole baby situation just has me all stressed out, and I don't know, like, okay, Phyllis lost her court case. Case closed, you know? I mean, how can the judge just decide to reopen the case and then reverse everything just like that? You know, is that even legal? And I'm also very protective of Lauren. Lauren better file a restraining order pronto, because as soon as, it's only going to really be a few more weeks until Daisy has this baby, and then as soon as she has the baby, everybody is going to be clamoring about how the mother and the baby need to be together, and sooner or later, Daisy's walking around free because everybody has sympathy for her. And I can't help it. I agree with Daniel. I feel like if Daisy really cared about the baby, she would adopt it out to someone who is prepared and able to raise the child, you know? But she's not. She's using it as a bargaining piece. If she decides to adopt it out to Phyllis, fine. It's not ideal, but fine. If she decides to adopt it out to Kevin, fine. You know, I mean, Kevin's gonna get some extra money to win the court case by working for the mob. I mean, yeah, his judgment is impeccable. I love you, Kevin. I really do. He'll be a great dad. But I guess at the end of the day, I just don't blame Daniel for not wanting the baby. I mean, he was raped by Daisy, and now she's pregnant. Now she has this baby, which, you know what, we never even saw that whole scene between Daisy and Daniel. So, and DNA tests are so unreliable. I mean, it's very possible that the DNA test is fake and that Daniel isn't really even the father. And I just feel like keeping the baby and having everybody just knocking skulls over who's gonna get the baby, I feel like the whole thing is just playing right into Daisy's hand and giving her exactly what she wants, you know, which is sympathy and redemption, neither of which she has earned. It's a roller coaster of emotions with YNR this week. I guess that's why I watch it, you know, because it keeps me on edge, you know, and I really enjoy talking with you guys about it. I love reading your comments every week. I really genuinely do look forward to it, because you definitely help give me perspective on the show and help, you know, you help me form my opinions, you know, you push me in different directions to consider things that I wouldn't have considered on my own, and I hope that that's why you watch this and why you like this. So please do leave me a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. All opinions are welcome, even if you disagree. For sure, if you disagree, leave me a message. Let me know what you're thinking. I can't wait to read them. And you can go to my website if you want to talk to me or whatever. Check out my stuff. It's alliepuckett.com. If you're looking for Christmas shopping stuff, I do have a shop at buttonhead.etsy.com. I'll put the link in the description of this video too. That's a good way to help support me. And I make really cool stuff, so you can go check that out. And otherwise, you know what? I will definitely be back next week, because honestly, the main draw for me is Adam and Sharon right now, and I'm really looking forward to commenting on everything that's gonna happen next week. I'm excited. So that's it for me for now. Everybody have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time. Bye!